Hi Martin, thank you for joining me for a little conversation about the coaching work that we've been doing together recently. If you could just introduce yourself to those who might be watching that don't already know who you are, that'd be great.
Yeah, hello. My name is Martin Allen. I'm the manager at Manorbier YHA in Pembrokeshire. I've worked for YHA for over 25 years now, starting as a team member and progressing to manage 4 different hostels from one site, Cockermouth, where I was the only person working there, so just managing myself, to currently at Manorbier after spells at Cheddar and Westwater, currently at Manorbier, where I manage a busy site with up to 120 people on site and 16 staff running lots of hostel beds, AA accommodation and a busy cafe.
So over your time working with YHA, you've really gone across all the different types of hostels and management styles as well. That's awesome.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so in regards to the current levels of stress that we've been talking about lately, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being very chill, good balance, good work-life balance, all happy and sorted, to 10 being verge of breakdown, where on average do you put yourself over this particular season?
Over this season, I'd say probably on average it's been a 5 or a 6 really. There's been a lot of difficulties and quite a few struggles this year, but that has varied from day to day. From some days when I do feel, yep, everything's fine, to other days when I've barely coped, and I'd probably put myself more on a 8 or something like that.
Sure. Okay, that's really helpful just to give people an idea of where you're at and the kind of work that we're doing together. So in regards to the network and the people that you know through the network, and you obviously know a lot of managers out there, what need do you see that there is right now for some sort of preemptive help to support the managers through this time?
Yeah, I think a lot of managers have struggled this year, similar to myself. There's obviously been huge stresses and changes to operations and difficulties throughout this season. So yeah, that's been very difficult, and I think anything that can be done to help us cope better and manage better, support our staff and be better managers will be very useful.
So you and I have had a couple of sessions together so far. So obviously we're not talking long-term results yet, but in the 2 sessions that we have had, what changes, even if there's subtle shifts, have you noticed within your own management style and then therefore in your personal life as well?
Well, yeah, I've found talking to you outside of a work situation very helpful on a few points, particularly. And I think it's helped me to reflect on how I manage and how I work. And I think it's made me more aware that I act quite instinctively sometimes in a very busy, stressful shift. I manage on instinct and habit. And speaking to you afterwards, I think has made me think, okay, which of my instincts and habits and how I manage, which of those are actually good for me and good for my team and good for the business, and which possibly in the heat of battle aren't particularly helpful, and can I adapt those and change those to be more effective and efficient.
So it's more about becoming proactive and responsive rather than reactive. And I think with the crisis management that's going on right now throughout the network, there'll be a lot of that. So for me, it's about, we've talked about teaching you to lead your team rather than managing or crisis managing on certain particular days that are difficult. So what value, so this is the important question, what value do you see this bringing to the network and to the managers out there that are struggling right now?
I think it could be very valuable if it can really help change people's approach and some detrimental work habits, because I'm aware, particularly this season, there's been times when I haven't operated nearly as efficiently as I could have done, which hasn't been helpful to me, hasn't been helpful to my staff, and hasn't been helpful to the business. So if I can, in future, if I can become better at coping in moments of crisis and moments of stress, that can only be a good thing.
Better balance all around for everybody, for the manager, for the hostel, for the team, for the guests, everybody, for YHA. Okay, that's great. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate your time talking with me, and I look forward to us working more together to see what changes we can create for you and your management style and for your team. But yeah, thank you for your time now chatting.
Thank you.